Welcome, lovelies, to another segment of Lousje and Bean Behind the Scene, and it's Sunday. Welcome to another segment of Lousje and Bean Behind the Scene, and I am Lousje on the couch with my trusted dog Charlie. And as you can see, I'm still in the sling, and it's been a long go. I can't lie about it. It's my good days and bad days, and it's trying me. But I keep always in mind that this will get better too, and things could be way worse. I've had my down days, but then I try to think of all the wonderful things that I have in my life, and I just made a short list of my favorite things that happened in the past half year. Yeah, that's right. The years have gone. And so let's talk about mine. And then maybe you can go to your half year and see what you're grateful for and excited. And one of the things I was extremely grateful for was visiting the Netherlands and spending time with my sisters. And definitely saw that they aged and they're getting older, but they're still vibrant and alive. And we still have the same wonderful conversations. They're very bright-minded, which is always a huge relief, right? Because that's in the back of our minds, because our mother died of Alzheimer's. She really battled it for probably 8 years when it all started. Very difficult on her for the first years. Then later on, she was in her own world, and then it was really difficult for my dad, who really didn't understand it. They were close to 90, both of them, and hard for my sisters and myself. So anyway, so far so good. We are still very bright, and so we had a great visit with my sisters, and then to visit another country that I had never been in, Portugal, which was definitely one of my favorite holidays for sure. And a great deal of pleasure I get out of my garden. We've planted last fall. I think I did an episode on my friend moving from her home and digging up her perennials. For me, she did 2 trips and she brought 2 loads, and oh my goodness, Renata, it was unbelievably welcomed, and we've planted in a certain stretch of the garden. And as you can see, they're coming up beautifully. Every morning I take a little trip and see what's going on and what's coming up and what's blooming. So really, really excited. And then the landscapers are supposed to come any day now. Of course, we sprung it on them, and this is their busy season, but they're making time, and I'm really grateful for that. Very exciting. I've been purchasing a few things on Marketplace. I bought a beautiful honeysuckle, big honeysuckle, and I bought some coral bell. There's some local, it's really nice. People in their own backyard, they have their own little business going, and it's pick up off the porch, and you put your money in a little box, and the tray is on there with your name on it, and you just take your tray and off you go. So I have my trusted Ruby with me now, who I can't drive, of course, so she toodles me around, and we pick up things here and there. And that's been a godsend, because it gets you out, right? Talking about getting out, my daughter will be upset with me. She don't know we did this, but Glenn and I went to a beautiful concert at the Performing Arts Center. We have a wonderful choir, huge choir, and the conductor, Robert Lowen, is retiring, so he had his farewell concert, and he performed his favorite piece, which was Bach Mass in B minor. I thought I had never heard of it, but of course when I listened to it, I heard certain pieces were familiar. It was unbelievably beautiful, and I must say, it started off with, it was a full choir and an orchestra, and then it had 6 soloists, and it started off with O Canada. And oh my goodness, we all stood and we sang along, and I couldn't sing because I was bawling my eyes out. And it reminded me of my father when he got older and he heard the Dutch national anthem. He always started to weep, and I would think, oh my goodness, what's wrong? It's just so kind of weird. Why would he be crying? But I was thinking the same thing of myself now. I thought, why are you doing this? I think why? I felt so proud to be Canadian. I'm still Dutch too, right? 40% Dutch, 60% Canadian. It's coming more to the other side. But I felt that feeling welling up in me, how proud I was, and especially at this time in age, right, and what we're battling with and dealing with. So that was a beautiful concert, and I would highly recommend to listen to the music if you are a classical music lover, and I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this piece. And then our staircase is done. I show you before pictures. We show you in between pictures. First, we had a plan to keep the stairs white and the risers or the trim black. Anyway, we had a black and white theme in mind. And when that was done, I said one night, no, I don't like it at all. It has to come all black. And it took a bit to get Glenn on board, but then he decided, yeah, okay, let's go for it. And now it's done, and I absolutely love it. And we put the art up, and the art has a little bit of red in it, black and white art, but also red in it because the front doors had on the inside. And we just were thrilled. And we were going to order a runner, a black and white runner, but we're going to leave it for now because we've got bigger fish to fry, and maybe we will never get a runner because I quite like it the way it is. So that is another thing. I'm really excited. Every time I look at it, it makes me happy. And then watching the news and this choosing the new Pope, it made me so happy that I watched Conclave because that's what the movie was all about, right? And it also reminded me of my childhood when the new Pope was chosen. We lived in a Catholic housing block, we lived. And when the Pope was chosen, all the women of the street would come outside and commiserate. Oh, there's white smoke came out of the chimney. Did you see it? And, you know, who will it be? And all this. Of course, I haven't really followed it in years, even though we've had, you know, last Pope was chosen and another one. But I didn't really pay much interest. But now with Conclave, I'm paying extra interest again. And with me, a lot of other people. I was just talking to Kirsten about it. And she's following it too. So I think that is my update on what I'm grateful for. Still a lot more things, but maybe save it for another day. Walking, I carefully walk Charlie in the morning, and the smell of the lilac, of all the blossoms coming out, and it's just nice weather. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's just lovely. So I really appreciate this time of year. It's one of my favorite times. So love this outfit, this beautiful color tunic top I have on. Actually, it's a top, longish top. And it feels really comfortable. It's a rounded neck and quarter sleeves. But the colors that are in it are magnificent. And Tessa picked my outfit. She did a beautiful job. This is the Lousje and Bean washable silk scarf that is so light and airy for the summer and picks up this color beautifully. And then she picked out the Siska Bliss with the turquoise ropey and the Siska earrings. So I feel I'm ready for spring. Okay, lovelies. I hope you enjoy your Sunday. Yeah, so many things we have to be grateful for. First of all, living in Canada. That's the biggest one, right? As always, keep on smiling.